Hey the YouTube, the Gundude 73 making another episode of Knife Talk, and today I'll be talking about counterfeits. And first off, I don't have any, so I just put the Sebenza there because that's a fairly common knife that's been copied. Now, I mean, there's a few levels of like copying a knife. There can be something like you say the Sebenza. Here's a good example. Um, you could say, oh, well, is the Bradley Alias 1 or 2, is that a ripoff of a Sebenza? In my opinion, no. I mean, if you look at it and you look at a Sebenza, you can obviously see the similarities, and you can see they're going for the look, but they're not straight up copying it. They're not putting a Chris Reeve logo on it. They're not trying to deceive you. You're not getting a Sebenza. You're getting a very similar knife, but it's not like a copy or a knockoff. It's more of a homage, I guess you could say, an homage knife, whatever. So to me, that's all right. But fakes are a whole different thing. You know, where it's not a Sebenza, it looks like a Sebenza, it's marked like one, but it is a not a genuine knife. That to me is like the main problem that you know is out there now regarding fakes and stuff. And I think it's sort of funny in a way because, people say, oh, well, Chris Reeve, he's not losing any business, to these counterfeits. He's not. So that's their rationalization for buying them. Oh, well, it's not hurting Chris Reeve. Well, I mean, when they first started doing Sebenza fakes, they were very rough. You could look at them and obviously tell, oh, it's supposed to look like a Sebenza, but, it has all these glaring flaws. The new ones, as time went on, what I think happened was, these counterfeiters sold enough, and I think they're getting better. I mean, you could see obvious. I'll post a link to a thread on Blade Forums in the description of this video, showing, two Sebenzas, one's fake and one is real, and it's really hard to tell them apart. The details are getting, the knives are getting closer and closer to being indiscernible, which is scary in my opinion. Like on the fake one, the main difference was that if you look on this large Sebenza, let me get the focus, you can see that sort of right around the back of the thumb stud. It's sort of chamfered. You can see it's shiny a little bit. See what I'm talking about? On the fake, that's not chamfered. It's just it's flat up against there. And the back of the thumb stud doesn't have that same shininess to it. And really, that's the only difference on the outside. That and there's no logo. There's no Chris Reeve logo. But besides that, a cursory glance at that knife, you'd think, oh, that's fine, it's legit. But it's not, I mean, people just, I guess there's some people who really don't care. They just want something that looks like a Sebenza. And it might be because you can't afford it, but honestly, I mean, the whole point of a Sebenza isn't the design. It's like the fit and finish and the attention to detail, and you're not getting that with a fake. I mean, to me, it defeats the purpose. It'd be like buying a knockoff of a Ferrari, but it has a Volkswagen motor in it. It's like, well, what's the point? It makes no sense to me. I guess if you like the look, that's one thing, but it's not the underlying reason you'd buy the car. You buy the car because you want to go really fast. So, to me, it doesn't make sense to buy it. I mean, some people will, they're just like, I don't care. I want something that looks like a Sebenza. It's going to be the same to me, I don't want to spend that much money on it. You know what I mean? And it's that mentality that, is progressing these knives to get better and better and better. And it's going to get to the point where you're going to have to buy from dealers. You're going to have to buy from them because you're not going to be able to tell otherwise. And it's scary to me. I don't see why people do that. I think it boils down to just how you look at the world. If you think that you can get away with it, or if one more isn't going to bother, upset anything, then you'll do it. But to me, I don't know. I mean, with a fake, it's said that you're trying to fool other people, but really the only person who you're not fooling is yourself. I mean, whatever. To me, my little PSA is don't buy fakes. Just save up and buy the real thing. It'll be more satisfactory. You won't have to, we won't be condoning unethical behavior. You might sleep better at night. I don't know. So, if you guys have any comments, I'd love to hear them. If you buy fakes and you love them and you hate what I said, go ahead and post it. And I'll put that thread in the description so you guys can see the pictures I'm talking about. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.